It was so interesting during the pandemic, wasn't it? Because all of a sudden, folk like you, who had been on the road for literally decades and decades and decades, were simply unable to do what you've always done. You were not able to perform. So I love the fact that you thought, take my talents to a care home. How did it work out?
Well, you see, what happened, we had a year full of work in the book last year, and we were going to be very, very busy. And of course, it was all wiped out. And I saw this advertisement. Are you an entertainer? Are you a singer? Would you like to be a companion in a care home? Am I allowed to mention the company?
Of course.
Oh, Colton Care Homes. And I'm at lovely Amberwood House in Wimborne, Dorset. And basically, what the job entailed was providing meaningful activities for the mental well-being of the residents. So it's not only singing, but it's doing other activities as well, which brought out a creative side I didn't know either. You know, a bit of arts and crafts and flower arranging, but obviously playing the piano and singing is where I'm more comfortable at. But I have to say, Dan, it's got to be one of life's greatest experiences when you go behind the scenes at a care home and just see the good that you're doing and the pleasure you're bringing to people, especially when throughout lockdown they couldn't see anybody at all.
Well,
So, yeah.
What an amazing thing you were able to do at such a difficult time for so many. And Lee Sheridan, of course, I believe you're returning, you're going back on the road. And it's such an interesting time, of course, because we're talking about these Eurovision greats, and ABBA are reforming too. And I still find it so fascinating that Brotherhood of Man, you were so confident in the 1970s, you actually said to ABBA, no, we don't want to release Mamma Mia as a single. And of course, at that point, ABBA weren't going to release it themselves. I guess you did them a big favour because it became one of their most iconic songs.
I think so, yes. I mean, 1974, ABBA won the contest, didn't they? But 1975, or at least the first half of 75, it wasn't such a great year for them. They weren't doing so well. Whereas we, at that time, we just had a huge hit all over Europe. Not the UK, we couldn't get the Radio 1 playlist. But all over Europe, we had a huge hit called Kiss Me, Kiss Your Baby. And so we were quite well known. So they were giving songs away at the time, like they gave away Honey, Honey, Kiss Me, Baby, didn't they? They gave that to Sweet Dreams.
Yeah.
And they offered us a song, and it was Mamma Mia. And we thought, what should we do? But we wanted to do our own songs. So we chose, instead of putting Mamma Mia on that recording session, we put Save Your Kisses for Me. And it did okay.
It did pretty well. It did pretty damn well indeed. And are you going back on the road, guys? Is that the plan?
Well, we're still thinking about it. I mean, we got a bit fed up because, as Nikki said, everything stopped, and then it was on again, and then it was off again, and then it was on again, and we thought, we've had enough of this. Should we just hold off, not take any more gigs for now, and see what happens? So that's the stage we're at. I say we're having a well-earned rest.
Well, I hope you do come back. I hope you do come back because it's brilliant to see these iconic bands still.
Oh, I'm sure, but we're still together, and I'm sure we'll do things in the future.
Now, look, we've got loads of questions coming in from our GB News viewers, so I want to get to them straight away. Paul, via the GB News Twitter account, asks, do you ever meet up with the original members of the Brotherhood of Man, including Sonny and Sue?
Oh, shall I answer that?
Do you want to take that one, Nikki? Yeah, you take that.
Yeah, okay. A few times, but many years ago now, you know, and they're us, as we all know. But many years ago. So no, we don't really meet up with them now.
He also via Twitter asks, I love this question, do you think that you would be allowed to call yourselves the Brotherhood of Man if you formed in this day and age? Lee, do you want to take that one? It might be considered not a very woke name, you know?
Oh, I see. Oh, I don't know if anyone would worry about that, would they? I think
probably.
Would they? Oh, well, there you go. But oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Because it's such a good name. It covers such a lot, doesn't it? So hopefully we can still use that name.
No, I think you absolutely should, and it is a great name, but I just mean, you know what this woke lot are like now. They'd probably
Yeah,
create an
I
issue
know.
with it. Laura via GB Views asks, on the night of Eurovision in 1976, were you confident that you would win, Nikki?
The honest answer to that is yes. We were very
You
confident.
had the best song, right?
Twice in my life, I have had this feeling. Once when I was 14, I told my father I would be somebody one day, but I didn't know what as. And no idea. I just knew I would be somebody. Goodness knows what I was going to do. And when we heard Save Your Kisses for Me, which the boys in the group wrote, and we recorded it, I knew we would win the song for Europe. It was just this gut feeling. And I knew that we would win the contest. I just couldn't see that we would lose. And
No,
it
and you
was
were
a
right.
feeling from deep inside, you know. And
I love
we
that.
won.
Sometimes you just know, and you need to have that confidence
Absolutely.
too, because you
And I tell
manifest
you what,
something.
you know, when I hear the song now, and I mean, I still think, oh, it's still got that magic, you know. And I don't mean to be biased in any way, but
No, but it does.
it's, you know, and everybody still knows it. People far younger than me. Oh, look, there he is with his airy chest.
Well, I don't know if this relates to our final question then, and I'll give this to both of you. But Finn, via GB Views, asks, which one of your songs is your favourite? Now, Lee, is that like choosing your favourite child?
No, I think Nikki and I are both going to say the same one because it's got to be Save Your Kisses for Me because
You agree,
it's done
Nikki?
so much for us.
It's got to be that. I mean, we've recorded some beautiful songs on albums. There was a song called Heartbreaker that we recorded, which is beautiful. But Save Your Kisses for Me, that 3-minute song changed our lives forever, you know, and it's just got to be that one. And now when I hear it, you know, occasionally, you know, if I've got the radio on or something, I still got, good.
Indeed. Well, look, it is so brilliant to speak to both of you. And Lee Sheridan, so you can promise that Brotherhood of Man are going to get together, maybe just not immediately.
That's it. Yes, the four of us are still together. We're still Brotherhood of Man.
Yeah.
We're just not working at the moment, but I'm sure we will in the future. Yes.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.